Oh my god, welcome back to Burnout. It's been over a month. You might be watching this on YouTube after the streamathon finally ended.
Someone seems to have ticked off the wrong guys. My advice? Run, baby, run.
Yeah, this is the remastered version. So the online server should still be active. Because I talked about 100%ing this, and people are like, "Oh, cool. Will we get to do the online challenges?" I'm like, "Nah, that's gonna be too hard to coordinate." So I don't know why it's not working, but I don't particularly care, to be honest. I find it weird that it's not working, but
race south to the Wildcats baseball stadium.
Oh, it's a drag race. Okay. Oh, no! Jump scare.
Race south to the Wildcats baseball stadium.
Yeah, happy Thursday, by the way, everybody. Hope you enjoy your Thursday. Yeah, I don't think this is a bad game at all, and I think it's one of those games that, like, if you played a lot of it online, you got more out of it than the people who didn't. But I prefer classic Burnout.
Race west to Lone Stallion Ranch.
Like, this does slap, and as, like, pretty much... Like, this is one of the first games on the 360, too. Like, it wasn't launched, but it was... Oh, fuck. It was pretty close to it. Genuinely an incredible game for what it did, but... It didn't resonate with me as much as, like, 3 and, 3 and Revenge did. Oh my god! Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. I'm taking the jump. That one wasn't on purpose. No! New. Yeah! I did not want to have to redo that. Might do some bike stuff today. What event is new? Is that a stunt run? It's got a picture. It doesn't say, but it is a stunt run. That's a race. Yeah, let's go do that. I'm getting all the... I'm better at the racing stuff, so I'm just doing that now. I want to go back and play Autosport. Never played it. The first time I ever played Grid Autosport was on Traction when I was like, hey, I'm going to try all the grids and see how the drifting is compared to the new one. And I went back and played the first one when this is great, when played 2 when this is ass, when played Autosport when this is pretty good, and then played Legends so when this is also ass. I don't know why people hate the stadium truck. The stadium trucks actually I had a lot of fun with. Davin doesn't like them either. I had a blast with the stadium truck. It turns like a truck that only has 2 wheels on the ground at most times, because it only has 2 wheels on the ground at most times. The front wheel is up in the air all the time. So I want to go this way, and then... So the next left, and then, yeah, I know where I'm going. True cutoff day. I don't know what I'm gonna do, dude. What's up, Zoku, by the way? I saw you earlier. I'm just dumb. I really don't know what I'm gonna do when we get to if we get to the 12th. I hope we don't. I hope I don't have to make that decision. But if I do, like, I generally don't know what to do. As much as I think, like, hard capping a stream is kind of like a stream that says no cap is lame, I also think that, hey, I'm going to take 2 weeks off and then come back and streamathon again. Like, that's also kind of lame. Damn.
It's not the winning, it's the taking part, right? Wrong. In Paradise City, let me tell you, it's the winning. DJ Atomica with a home truth for you there.
Thanks, Atomica. Appreciate it.
Race northwest to the wind farm.
Yeah, all Paradise cars are made out of adamantium. Or whatever it's called. Except for that one. Yeah, if we make it to December, I'm gonna have to, like, actually start contemplating what to do. Right now, I'm like, haha, wouldn't it be funny? And then I just stop thinking about it. What's up, Beardo? I'm good, man. How are you? Yeah, let's take this right-hander. Die. Well, then I come back for like a week, maybe 2, and then I'm gone to MagFest for a week. I don't know. We'll have to... Well, I think it should be a group decision, because, like, it's... But also, I want to make a decision way before, like, the 12th. I said when this stream went to November 7th, I was going to, like, hard cap it, and then I changed my mind, like, the night before. And now we're here. 20-some-odd days later. The right amount, Zoku. I think enough fucking around and finding out happened today. I'm still convinced the stream will be over, but we'll see. Wait, how do I see what's, like, out and about right now? Oh, that's Big Surf. No. Oh, there's 2 cars driving about right now. Yeah, aren't you supposed to not put anything frozen into an air, like a fryer? Like frozen meat? Mr. Bones. Yeah, it's actually just a different street name depending on what direction you're going. I was gonna say the fries at the theater were always frozen when we put them in the thing, but like they also bubbled up a fucking ton, and that was an industrial fryer, not like. It was meant to do that. I have a feeling a lot of people's at-home deep frying setups are not made to do that.
Race east to the waterfront plaza.
Today I learned. Oh my, okay. Wait, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything was not fine. Good night. I'm mad. I actually kind of want to like go get chicken and make like chicken and gravy, chicken potatoes and gravy. Maybe tomorrow. It's too late now. Well, I say maybe tomorrow. Maybe when I run out of lasagna. I still owe Reaper a good an attempt at. Oh, okay, hold on. Everything's fine. We're good. I owe Reaper an attempt at a steak. Somebody is eating shit up here. Well, that wasn't very nice. It's an instant pot, but it's not really an instant pot. I don't know what I can and can't do. Whenever I like want an like a cozy meal, I just make chicken thighs. Get a thing of like gravy in a pouch, mashed potatoes that I make myself. I've tried the like in a box mashed potatoes. Everyone's like, they're trash, bro. They're trash. Are they good? As good as regular mashed potatoes? No. But I just want something to eat gravy with at that point. I need a vehicle for gravy. And they are sufficient in that regard. I need a way to put gravy into my mouth. And that'll work. I wasn't looking. I thought they all crashed.
You can take the shortest route or you can take the meanest. Tailor your strategy to the car you're driving.
What does that mean?
With a bit of
What do you mean the meanest?
Philosophy for the masses. Race east to the waterfront plaza.
Oh, because all my curtains are open. Like, it was so hot down here earlier, and now I'm freezing. And I wonder why I'm sick. Really grateful I caught a cold, but never got to the point where I'm like, I need a day off. Yet. Dude, it's the no. A car filled with gravy? Don't be stupid, Eric. Don't be stupid. They call it a gravy train for a reason, pal. Locomotive filled with gravy. Actually, we need to ask MC Gravy about this. A gravy boat would also be acceptable. You never heard the term gravy train before? Uh-oh. Either way, there are better vehicles to be filled with gravy. Oh, heavens. Oh, goodness. I almost put it in the wall. Pop and Fresh, consider, what if it was? What if it was a locomotive carriage full of gravy? Like, you know those big, like, cylinder ones? What if that was just all gravy? You ever thought of that?
Time for our Crash FM
Probably not.
slot with
It's
Dr.
too much power.
Dear Doc, ready for a stunt run? Use
What's up, Mike?
boosts and drifts to combo together the most outrageous jumps, rolls, and spins.
I suck at these. It's all map knowledge, in which I have none. I just blindly look for ramps and hope for the... Oh, hold on. What's up, Alex? I'm doing better today, man. Hope you're well. Oh, goodness. I tried to handbrake it. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh. Heavens! Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. How do I get up there? Easily, as it turns out. Ah, bubby whoop. Shit. I'm using this as an excuse to like discover locations I haven't discovered yet and hit ramps I haven't hit yet. It's the gravy trunk. I love when I'm doing something in like a let's play and I look back and the chat is doing this. Go! I went for a flat spin there. It did not work. I'm pretty sure I got the score I needed. I'm just having a good time. Uppies. Insufficient uppies. Now how do... Oh.
Boobies.
That was Zoku? Yeah. I've got an idea.
Boobies.
Ah! I'm absolutely going back up there. Yeah, I can't see who's using that. I think tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to restart the stream. I didn't want to break the continuous OBS streak, but I've done so like about 3 times now, so. The VOD, okay, I dropped it. The VOD tonight's going to split anyway, so. I did it. It's all of the smashes that I'm the most worried about for endgame stuff. Genuinely petrified. Oh, fuck! Please respawn me up there. Thank you. Like, are they just reproduction GT3 kits? That was difficult, actually. Oh, no, there's a chain of them? There is, too. I gotta stop. Okay, I see how to get that now. Like, these burning routes, I'm not really, like, these, like, road rules or whatever they're called, I'm not really super worried about. Doing all the events is gonna be easy. Shit. I mean, that was a cool flat spin. I think as long as I don't stop, I probably don't need to boost to get up there. Yeah, I think if you're buying a GT3 reproduction kit, not a GT3 car, you probably don't care about the actual drag coefficients and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know, big wing, cool, smiley face. Well, that's what I mean. If you want a GT3 car, you just go buy one. Please tell. Oh. I don't think this. Oh. Nah, we're fucked. Oh, no. But they won't let me park there. Okay. Oh, I think I almost had that. Just so everybody's aware, they make Elf in a Shelf cereal now. Penis. I did it again? I know what I said. They make Elf on a Shelf cereal. I saw it in Walmart yesterday. I don't know how to feel about it either. Do I need to be, like, hard focusing this one billboard? Probably not, but I'm here and I'm thinking about it, so. One of the toy cars would probably be a better idea, but once again, I'm here and I'm thinking about it. The good news is they do sugar cookie toast crunch now. Yes. Yeah, that's what it stands for, right? Yeah.
Parking is boring.
Mission
No one likes parking, right?
accomplo.
Wrong. I saw a car repark into a space going about 100 miles per hour. That's how we do things in Paradise City.
Well, we don't have
DJ
speedometers in
Aeroteq,
Paradise City,
broadcasting
actually.
to you on Crash FM.
Beardo, that's factual. What's up, Justin? Oh, hey. Uh-oh. Beardo, have you ever tried the double chocolate Tim Hortons cereal? Pretty good. Oh, well, that wasn't that super. I drive away from what exactly? Tim Tams, probably in the UK. I don't know. Where do they make Tim Tams? Yeah, I don't think you need to. I fucking... Australia, same thing. It's just warm England, that's all. I see. The birthday cake one is doo-doo. Other than that, they're good. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. I misunderstood the assignment here. Get in there. Yes. You know, that still doesn't work. So the nearest race event is turn around. Okay. I made a thing. Oh, sir. You know, the only human being on Earth that could pull that off is Dolly Parton, I think. Oh, I thought you just said I did a thing and stated that. I was like, okay, good. Very turkey save. I see. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, we're still wrecked. Oh, okay. Excellent job.
Race northwest to the
I'm turkey dangerous. That's a VR game, I thought. But spaceships. The amount of fucking I'm stuffed jokes I saw today, I've had enough. Get some dick, I'm begging you. God damn it. Same fucking car, too. Not this time.
Dummy, yeah.
Someone just went backwards. Quick donut for style. It's the WRC. I was just bored, ripped a donut for the boys and girls. I can't see who's using those. Adam and Aaron. Yeah, I think tonight before bed I'm going to reset OBS and see if that fixes that problem, because that's really annoying. Not the end of the world, but annoying. So I think I'm gonna just stay on that road, on this top path, because it looks faster. Penis. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, everyone else had the same idea. Okay.
Get your hand off my penis!
No, maybe. Only after you fed me a meal, a succulent Chinese. I should order Chinese food. I can eat a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. Delivery driver shows up. What is the charge? Oh, like $34.50. Get your hand off my penis! You guys remember? You guys remember that that video of like kids all asking sex questions, like little kids, like 8 years old or whatever. And it's like, why does my pee-pee get hard? Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Then the one girl just blank serial killer stare. Why don't I have a penis? It might be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I don't know if there's a context where we can use that as a channel point joke, but like, I think it's too niche and too weird, but why don't I have a penis? Makes me giggle every time I hear it, even if it's only in my head. Like a bunch of kids just asking like what I would expect kids to ask, like, where do babies come from questions, and then the one, where's my finish? I was promised finish. Why don't I have a punishment? Spell check. Chad who? Uh-oh. Did I just walk into something here? Shit, I thought this was a race. It's not. It's a stunt run. Oh, the race is over here. Oh, I have no idea what that is. Okay. You know what? I don't watch as much BS for Build anymore. Not because I dislike the guy or anything. Just kind of... You know, sometimes you're, like, really into a creator, and then you're like, you know what? Not doing it for me anymore. I think he has too much projects on the go, and it's hard for me to follow. But I'm glad he finally he got to do that. Also, the amount of times he's like, hey, we got a SEMA project, and it's done. It needs to be done in a week. And I'm like, dude, you've been fucking around with your boat for the last 3 months. Why didn't you get started on this sooner? I feel like my parents, you know what I mean? Like, trying to get me to start a...
Race east to the Coast Guard HQ.
You know when your parents are like, hey, you should probably get started on that project you have to do. And I'm like, it'll be fine. And then, like, it's 3 days before, and it's like, it is not fine. I'm not fine. Nothing here about this is fine. Then your mom and dad are like, I told you. Did you listen? No. That's BS for Build for me now. Uh-oh. Hello, I'm here to get my car fixed. On this scoot, get out. Like, don't. That was funny, but, like, get out. I use the term get out as a term of endearment. If you make a pun and someone says leave, that's a W. That's an S-tier pun. I think the first one he called Eleanor, and that's what got him in trouble. This one is like, it's a tribute to Carol Shelby. Like, he actively hates the movie. Well, not hates the movie, but, like, it's totally ruined the whole vibe for him now. Which I can't say being sued by people wouldn't do that to me, too. Getting all the collectibles is going to be a real pain in the... Penis in the anus for this. Let me drive again. I'd like to drive again. Thank you. Might get into something thick and do some road rage stuff. I'm kind of not bored, but... I do, and I'm playing this on the Xbox. I heard the PC version of the remastered was, like, didn't run properly, and it crashed a bunch. I'm like, I got this on Xbox. I might as well play it on Xbox. Yeah, I watched the whole, like, intro to that build pop. I just never followed along with it. Yeah, I watched Dabbin's... I read Dabbin's review about it on Steam, and it's like, yeah, like, it tries to boot a thing, and it doesn't work, and, like, don't bother. Yeah, I like the idea of the R60. It's like, I respect it. A lot of his builds are like really slapdash. That's the only thing I don't like. I'm like, dude, if you just started this a month sooner, You could have got all this work done. But every time he's like, I'm at SEMA and we're finishing the car. I'm like, you idiot. Nobody likes this. Why do you keep doing this? Yeah, I found Bees for Build when he had like 25,000 subscribers. I'm very hipster about that. I was cold. Give it up. I've been trying. Doing it on purpose? Oh yeah, I wouldn't say to generate views. He's doing it on purpose because he thinks like people are going to be way more interested if the timeline is super tight. That's just how attention spans work. He's like, hey, we have this build to do in a reasonable amount of time. I'm sure most of us are going to be like, oh, cool, but I'm like, he's going to get way more attention if he's like, I have this build to do in an unreasonable amount of time. How do I fucking get up here? What's up, Taylor, by the way? Also, he like doesn't. What I like about it's a big misconception. What I like about him is he does not claim to be a professional. He's like, yeah, man, I just get this idea and we just do it. And if we screw it up, we screw it up. I respect him a lot for that. A lot of people like in that space are like trying to fake it till they make it by like, oh yeah, we all know what we're doing, and it's like very clear that they do not. He's like, I don't know, I've got a saw and an idea. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, only one of those two people own a right-wing, like, news website. I don't know if he sold it or gotten rid of it, but I remember there was a whole thing. I read a whole thing and like double checked, and all the facts check out. Tavares owns like a couple of like Breitbart style websites, or it's like on the group of ownership for them. Do your own research before you take everything I say as fact. But yeah, like no, I do not fuck with that guy at all. Because I was like, oh, Tavares is kind of cool, and then I saw that and went, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then looked into that, was like, oh, he's like actively gross. Oh, well, don't. I guess there was a car coming right for you. I can't really expect you to react properly, but come on, my end. Yeah, that dude sucks. And do your own research, look into it yourself, but... Every time I see some sort of YouTuber like conspiracy, I always try to do my own research, and it's been years. So like I said, take this with like a colossal grain of salt, but I looked into it and I'm like, yeah, this all tracks, unfortunately. You know what? It makes the good noise, Stokus. That's all I care about. Left and right from 1960 and left and right from 2020 are two very different things, to be fair. I don't want to get super into politics, but, like... something over this way. I wish I could like get a drone camera or something, so I don't want to jump over here assuming there's like a billboard and there's not. Okay, yeah, that is what it wants you to do. Okay. Because I'm fucking dumb. Hi, fucking dumb. I'm Ara. How's it going? How are you? I'm better than I was a few days ago. Mentally, I've been great. Physically, I've been like fighting a cold for the last couple of days. A lot of the gunk's on its way out now. That's why you've heard me like going like sniffling and like it's a lot of the muck is on its way out. I gotta keep up my my EP time tea routine. But so far, so good. I got the sniffles today, which is actually a good sign. Go. Oh, I need something way faster, I think. Not that this is a slow car. Proud of you. Thanks, Taylor. I can honestly say this is probably the happiest I've been in a long time. I had my little cry moment most recently, and I was like, yeah, I still have some bad brain days here and there, but it's a lot harder for those thoughts to win now, and there's... He's mildly annoyed. Yes, good. Shit! Yeah! I was like, I'm not gonna make it.
Race southwest to the Naval Yard.
Like, I don't know. I think there was like a day or two ago where I still felt like brain yuck, and I was like, oh, but everything's going so well right now, and I'm like, my brain was like, yeah, for now, give it time. It's all gonna go back to normal soon. But I think I said to myself like, okay, and enjoy it while you can. I was like, yeah, you know what? Good point. And that was it. So yeah, you know what? You're probably right, brain. Everything is gonna suck again soon. But why ruin the good time by worrying about the suck now when you could just enjoy the good time now and then worry about the suck later? I'm like, if there's anything that I love doing, it's procrastinating. So let's do it. Yeah, peaks and valleys. I'm not a big ow. What's the term where you believe in a higher power but like not any like organized religion? Is it agnostic? Is that what that is? Like there's got to be something, but like I don't believe any of the books. Like if I had to guess, I'm not a big religious person, but also like I guess I would categorize myself in that, but I really do believe in karma. I think that like you get what you give in the world. And like if everything sucks right now, if it sucks really bad, that means there's a lot of good coming. Like you just have to wait it out. And if it still sucks and it still sucks and it still sucks, then man, you got something good coming. Just keep, putting good energy in the world, and inevitably it'll come back. Nice. Just because the world's treating you like crap doesn't mean like you get to treat the world like crap back.
For the Montgomery Hawker driving around the streets. If you see it, shut it down to add it to your car collection.
Maybe I realize that's probably not entirely true, but. Stoned Ape, that's me. Hi, Lilac. Good evening. How? Oh, I think this one's pretty easy. Something I did not expect to come out of the stream was emotes. I can't wait for the, we're supposed to get more emote slots as affiliates, but that has not happened yet. Shit. Trying to get that gate.
Race northwest to the Crystal Summit Observatory.
Yeah, this is by far the farthest I've ever made it in this game. I think I got to, like, the start of the Elite license and went, I'm good, and then stopped playing, because I assumed that was the end of the game. Ow. Ow. I pooped from there. Parrot dice. Oh, you're flying too close to the sun here now. Monkey ate funky fungus. Monkey trip. Monkey now really smart. Monkey develops credit score. Yeah, I believe it. I don't know. At the end of the day, whatever helps you be a good person, whether that's your own code of morals or religion or whatever, as long as you don't suck, I don't really care. I don't think it's cool to, like, take someone's religion and just poop on it because you don't believe in it. At the same time, obviously, I hate people because Jesus said so is not cool at all, and kind of the opposite of his entire message, if you know, actually read between the lines. I eat out. Saturn, that's going to be expensive. You got cook at home. I know what you mean. Monkey reach late state capitalism. Monkey sad. Think about wife. Regret. The hoodie was a good call, by the way. I'm very cozy now. Yeah, I guess Spubby. What's your Spubby order? Or are you one of those people that changes their order frequently? Hi, I'm the one that changes your order.
Atomika here. Just noticed there are a lot of cars changing hands on the streets of Paradise these days. All it takes is one well-timed takedown, and there'll be a new set of wheels waiting for you in the junkyard.
You know, Devin, I haven't really gotten into much religion because I got off-put by it as a kid. And then, you know, the internet, and then free thinking and blah, 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 and make my own decisions. But every message I've ever gotten out of the Bible is all just, like, love people, and then if they don't live by our code morals, then, like, love them anyway. People just like to justify their own shitty views. All right, chat. Slightly different question. I gotta get this. I feel like this is the way to go, but like this is like a little itty bitty. Oh, I love people who do that. When has that ever worked? Like, hey, I'm going to invite a random person to a party. Like, when has that ever fucking worked? And it's usually to play fucking Fortnite. Like, fuck off. Leave me alone. That's got to be it, though, right? Like, that's got to be the way. But I hit that jump before, and it got me, like, no air. Yeah, see, I got, like, no air. I feel like religious texts are like metaphors. Does that make sense? Like, this didn't happen, and this is a story that is meant to teach you how to be better to other people and love people and this, that, and the other thing. And obviously in the story there has to be like bad things and negatives and goodbye. I just wanted to see what would happen if I did that. And there has to be negatives and like shitty stuff. But a lot of people like read the book and went, all of this happened. And maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. You don't know for sure. Who knows? But that shouldn't have counted. Before this conversation goes any further, because I think it's healthy to talk about it at least, if you are incredibly religious, that is your choice, and I don't think anybody here looks down on you for that. If you are, like, you go to church every Sunday, and, like, you live by the commandments and whatever. First of all, if you're still here, I think you're cool anyway. I really think it's hard to believe that somebody would fall through the cracks and be like a piece of shit and still be a part of this community for this long. But just because someone doesn't think the way that you think or agree with you or whatever, in terms of like, oh, I'm not religious, or I'm very religious, or I'm very religious, but I believe in this, or I believe in this. Like, it is what it is. I don't know. I always find it very... I'm just going to go to that race all the way down there. I've never understood the idea of, like, this doesn't follow my religious... Like, I'm not just talking, like, Jesus. I'm sure you can extrapolate with whatever. I've never understood the logic of, hey, you don't follow my religious ideals, therefore, like, you should be purged. Like, is that in the Bible? Like, oh, hello. Is that, like, in the rules? Of, like, hey, if someone's not part of our religion, we should, like, smite them? Is that part of it? So I feel like you'd be like, oh, that sucks to be you. I guess we won't be seeing you in the pearly gates, idiot. And you just keep going to church and doing your own thing. Like, where did that all come from? When did people were like, it's our responsibility? Like, if you think I'm, like, a turbo sinner and I'm going to hell... There's going to be more margaritas in heaven for you. Like, I don't understand. I never understood that. I never got, like, the logic. Like, just because I understand something doesn't make it okay, to be fair.
Race east to the naval yard.
But I never, ever, ever got that. That never clicked for me. Like, even when I was younger. Like, why do you care so much about what other people do? Like, to slightly change the topic, you know what else I can't stand when people do this. Let's say I like tacos. Somebody has to say, well, personally, I think tacos are hot garbage. And if you eat them, you're less than human. And actually, if you even look at a taco, you should be banned from living. But that's okay that you like them, though. I'm sorry you're so insecure. Dude, how bad do you have to fuck up for the Pope to be like, hey, chill out, maybe. Maybe let's chill out a little bit. Hawaiian pizza topic. I have a Hawaiian pizza in the fridge right now, and I will not be slandered. Don't knock it till you try it, especially if it's cold. Hawaiian pizza goes so hard when it's cold. Yeah, live your own life, man. Like, it should just be a general rule of thumb. If the way other people live their life is stressing you out, then don't. Now, I roll at a bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, you can talk however you want to talk and do whatever you want. I don't care. That is true. If it's all pineapple, no whatever, and it needs like some sort of meat, like ham, bacon, something. If it's just like mozzarella and pineapple, no. It needs the sweetness from like a sweet pork as well. That also like it helps round out the whole thing. Because if it's just tomato, cheese, and pineapple, yeah, it might not be that great. It's gonna be. I don't even think it's gonna be bad. I think it'll just be like terribly average. But if you have like a sweet, like a mapley bacon, or ham, like a sweet smoked ham, it brings that whole sweet flavor to another level. And needs like good cheese. Needs the Canadian bacon. So we don't call that Canadian bacon here. I was so confused for so many years. It's pea meal bacon. PEA meal. But it's, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. It's just back bacon from a different part of the pig with a bit of a fat cap on it. Not PEA like the fucking peas in a pod, you pervert. Mr. Pissin' Fresh. Yeah, I agree, Eric. If the world is like, let's be real, okay? The world is a horrible place. When you stop and think about it, like cancer, war, sickos in the head. We'll keep that vague. Like the world being like having a bunch of old people tell us what we can and can't do, even though they have like no interest in like the world is a genuinely awful place. Regardless of where you live, like if you like either the world sucks because you have no access to like easy life things like food, water, or the world sucks because you have a bunch of crusty old people who are like, actually, we don't think you should be doing this, or maybe the whole thing that your life revolves around, which is currency, should just be worth nothing overnight. Oh, should you get have glasses so you could see? No, like the world's awful. So whatever you need to get yourself through the pain of realizing that everything just sucks, like everything sucks. Like if a dude on a cross helps you with that, that's fucking awesome. Like whatever helps you find peace in this earth, I don't think is a problem. So I think that is like the human condition. Like that is the meaning of life, is peace of mind. Like if you could just be like totally at ease, totally just content, even if it's for a moment. Zoku, I'm gonna keep it a buck, okay? There's a couple really expensive things that I've looked into since this stream has started. Cars, I'm not like trying to buy a BMW. Like my car is falling apart. So I hate when hoodie strings get fucking lost in the hood. Like, why are you running? Where are you running to? But I looked into like buying a car or like putting a down payment on one. I should probably look at like how much a lease for a car for like a year would be. Time to buy a new Ford. Man, I've seen a couple of like really nice VW like Passat Jetta wagons that I'm like, man, this on some wheels would go so hard. Like, I don't need a sports car. I would still want one, but I live in a townhouse, bro. Where am I gonna fucking keep it? I don't want to say how much money is in my PayPal because it's going to make me throw up. But, like, I was like, what if I just... So a property company probably wouldn't go for this deal, but, like, what if I rented a basement apartment from a dude named, like, Jeb? You know what I mean? Like, somebody who's got a house, and then they, like, kitted out their basement where it has its own entrance, and it's its own place, or something like that, you know? I was like, what if I just show up, and I'm not saying that this is how much money this stream is made. I'm just picking like a nice round number. Like, I'd be like, hey man, how much is rent a month? Oh, like $1,000 a month. All right, here's 10,000. I'm moving in for, like, let's sign a year lease and see what happens. You know? I thought, what if I just go somewhere, pay a whole year or as much as I can up front. Yeah. I'm sure a property company wouldn't go for that because they have to, like, run credit and, like, it's a lot, I think, more difficult to get that to work. But if you just, like, if it's like like the landlord owns the property, you know what I mean? And just say, hey, if I just give you, like, 10 grand right now, right? And have that pay, like, my first 8 months, my first 9 months, or whatever. And here's the proof that I've got income. I know my income's a little weird, but, like, here's the proof that I've got income. And at least let's just make this a year lease. Let's do that. When I moved to Ottawa in 2016, me and my girlfriend at the time were staying in a cozy 1-bedroom apartment in a building from all my local friends by the Carlingwood Mall. But it's not downtown, but it was right off a big bus route, right next to a mall. The grocery store was right there. That's where I used to work. Like a pretty good location. The apartment wasn't the nicest apartment in the world, but, like, it was fine. A 1-bedroom apartment, I think probably 300 something, 400 something, probably 300 something square feet. It was about $1,000 a month. Plus, like, power, but, like, power bills to an apartment are nothing compared to a house. And underground parking, because it's an extra $20. Come on. Gonna get underground parking. I don't think I could rent that apartment for, like, $1,400 now. I think it's probably, like, everything I've seen in that budget is either in Quebec, which, just move to Quebec. I don't know if it's just super easy to move state to state in the U.S., because I have so many friends that are like, yeah, I grew up in California, moved to Texas, lived in New York for a little bit. Like, here, it's not simple. Like, you got to change all your shit over. Your healthcare changes. I'm not dealing. Your taxes all change. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not getting my license changed, my plates, and re-registering all my shit. No. I'm not. No. I am not dealing with that at all. So I don't know how that's complicated. So, like, moving to Quebec would be like a commitment, and I don't want to do that. For slightly cheaper rent when everything else for the cost of living is going to be more expensive. Like, taxes are worse there. Groceries are more expensive. Like, it's seems like good on paper, but at least this is what Rob told me, who lived there for a while. Can't be much worse than what I've got. But a 1-bedroom apartment on the Ontario side of the border in not a sketchy part of town that would be at least enough room to have my office set up. So my rig, my PC, and everything that I need. No, like, I'm not talking about, like, extra space. Like, I'm blessed with all the space that I have here. So let's say I get rid of, like, all the stuff I don't need, like my TV thing and, like, my DJ table. I'll get, like, a small little table for it in the corner. My little coffee area, I don't need that. Like, I could probably purge half the shit in this room if I wanted to. So, small little office room, just somewhere to put my bed, you know, basics. $1,400 a month. Minimum. It used to be, like, you could find somewhere in a rough part of town for $800-900. I can't find anything that doesn't look like the floor is going to fall apart tomorrow or is in a known sketchy part of town for less than that. Just doesn't exist anymore. Like last night, I saw it was like $1,600 a month for like a 1-bedroom house. In the back, like it's on the property of another house, but it's got its own driveway. It's basically like a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's in a house. And I went, man, I'd be happy as a clam there. Never. That is a dream. It wasn't like all the way downtown, but like downtown is like somewhat walkable. If I had friends over, they could visit, like park their cars, not have to park them on the street. Like my mom could visit. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Dude, there's like office, like this is very illegal, and if anyone ever found out, I would get in a lot of trouble because I'm not a registered business or anything either, right? But I've considered renting out an office space, which is way cheaper than an apartment, and then just getting a pull-out couch or like moving a bed in at night without telling anyone. I have very seriously thought about this and went, yeah, if I get arrested, it's fine. Life sucks. Whatever, I'll go to jail. I don't care. Like me and my other roommate who I've lived with for a long time, we have very regularly like, hey, do you want to move to a nicer house? And she's like, yes. Yes, I do. And then we spend like an evening looking at apartments, like 3 bedrooms, where I have some sort of office space. And nope, like $2,000 a month or more. Or they're like way out in the middle of nowhere, like where Will lives. And I have a car, and Rob has a car. It's inconvenient for us, not the end of the world. She has to take the bus. Her commute goes from like 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day to like 2 hours. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Qu'est-ce que c'est la plan there? Je pense que right hand turn. Do you want it? You know what? I looked at it on Steam today and probably went, I saw it was cheap and went, I will never play this. And let it lay. I think the older wrestling games are funnier because they're worse. Oh. I think Will told me he's got one in the bundle too. Would you be upset if I said yes and then never played it? Yeah. I'm like, oh man, probably, but I've said this before and then openly never played the game that people have gifted me. So I'd rather go to someone who's like, fuck yeah, and then actually is gonna play it. Not saying I won't, but like, I know how my brain works. So I literally looked at it today on Steam and it was cheap. I was like, oh, I'll never play this. What's the point? And then left it there. So. $23? Yeah, 23's good. My wrestling game friends are like, yeah, it's a much better game. I think 22 was like the doo-doo butt cheeks one, or 21. And then they took a year or two off, and then it's actually good now. I've never been into wrestling games, though, to be fair. It don't do nothing for me. There's another one over there. I have a bunch of different cars, and I've just been sitting in this one. I've been waiting to find, like, well, we got that one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we got that one police car that I need to... That's not how that goes. Pop, I have some unfortunate news. I don't think you can do that. Zoku, I think you're incorrect, actually. I think it was either 2K20 or 2K21 that was literally an abomination that was so bad that they stopped making games for a few years. To, like, go back to the drawing board and fix it. Like, I don't play wrestling games, but obviously I follow a bunch of wrestling channels, and they all review the games, and, like, yeah, this one sucks. Like, it's not even funny. It's just bad. Like, it is doo-doo butt cheeks, stinky fart doo-doo butter. So I was going that way, but I think, yeah, I think you're right in the sense that instead of just going, that sucks, and then putting them out anyway, like Madden or whatever, they stopped, went, wait a minute, and then took a couple years off and fixed it. At 23 is good. I think 22 might be okay. I think 2020 is the, like, hopeless one. That is true. Man, we talk all the time about, like, how bad racing games as a whole, as a genre, have gotten. As in, like, there's not a whole lot of releases. The releases that do come out are very uninspired. Not all of them, but, like... Yeah, it was 2020, okay. You know, like, I mean, we regularly have this conversation of, like, the state of racing games. It could be worse. We could be sports game fans. I am fucking dead. Like, imagine being an NHL or, like, a Madden fan right now, and that's your main fun for video games. How far down those series have gotten with just no sign of improvement. No, like, they are feeding you a shit sandwich, and they're not even being clever about trying to... Ouch. They're not even trying to hide it. It's like, yeah, our games are shit. What are you gonna do? Like, FIFA's been in a state for a long time. Am I in the sports ball? No, but I still feel that that is still a pretty decently sized demographic. Pretty much. I don't know if there's any sports gamers here that wanna speak up, but sports games have been in a horrible place for, like, at least the last 10 years since like the midway through the 360. But, like, yeah, people are like, well, they always used to be, like, roster updates anyway. But I think sports fans, that's all they really wanted. So it's not like they expected more of a game and then only got a roster update. You know what I mean? I think they generally just were like, that's all. That's cool. We just wanted a roster update and a couple little changes. That's fine. We don't care. But now it's like, hey, the roster updated, but you need to transfer your My Team over, and your My Team's going to cost this much to transfer over. And if you can't get these like cards, then this doesn't work, and then you got to do this. Like, it's just not. They found a way to monetize it to a point which they didn't need to, because you already had people paying $90 a year for your fucking game. Yeah, Aaron, there should be no reason that there's a new Madden every 2 years. Like, unless they're changing the engine or changing so much that they can't do that through an update. And, like, what game developers can do just through content updates now boggles my mind. Like, there are some games that, if you compare them to what they were when they were new versus what they are now post-release, they don't even look the same. Well, Zoku, what are they else? There's nowhere else for them to go. Nobody else. They're all exclusivity licenses. It's not like you can go play the other football game.
Drive southwest to Lone Stallion Ranch. The clock is ticking.
The other hockey game, like the other soccer game, the other, you know, basketball. There is one game in town. And if you don't like it, either you're playing one of the older games, which doesn't have any of the fun online shit that makes those sports games fun, or you're not playing anything at all. Yeah, I thought, like, game engines changed a lot quicker than they do, and then you go older, and you're like, wait a minute, all 472 of these video games were on the same engine? Huh? Yeah, what devs can do in, like, content updates now are wild. Like, again, I had no idea what they can get away with just updates. Oh, yeah, I thought the traffic might react to the lights. They don't. Whee. And I'm sure, like, there is a point where, like, you can't just keep updating a game because it'll just be so much spaghetti code that, like, you do need a new title, but... Oh, Zoku, I've been trying not to mention that Borza Border Sport here because I'm just going to get angry again. I'm trying to do my best now. I don't mind if chat talks about Forza, but ayo.
This time it's the Hunter Civilian. Pick it up from any junkyard.
I don't mind if chat talks about it, but every time I talk about Forza, I say the same 5 things and get pissed off for an hour. So I think it's just wasting my breath.
Here's a tip if you ever need a quick route from the eastern side of town to Lone Peaks. Get onto the old railroad at Parr or Gabriel, then follow it over the top of the South Bay Expressway Bridge. Avoid the crowds, and you'll be at the Lone Stallion Ranch in no time. This is Atomica on Crash FM.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything was not fine. We talked about it a little bit the other day. I don't think toxic positivity in the creator space is pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, people that are just, like, overly positive to the point of where it's, like, weird. Or, like, they're going out of their way. Like, nope, no negative thoughts here. I can't have a negative opinion. Everything has to be great. Everything's great. I love everything. Like, that's gross. I don't like that. But at the same time, what can I say about the new Forza or the state of Forza that I haven't already said? It's just getting pissed off for nothing now. Ooh. Tender. Yeah, like, I'm not a game dev. Like, I don't understand the back end and how this all works. So that's why I'm, like, trying to be, yeah, you know. You can't keep updating a game forever, I'm sure, but... I don't know, man. It really feels like the game industry just isn't made for or by people who like video games anymore. Like in the 90s or before that, or even like midway, like about 2010, 2015 and beyond, it was like people just dumped money and said, hey, maybe this will work, maybe this won't. And it was all people who just wanted to make cool shit and dope video games. And it just, nobody cares now. And the people who do care are like actual like developers, and they can't do anything. They're not the ones making the decisions. They're just the ones coding the game. Like, if someone says, hey, put in microtransactions, what do you want them to do? Stand up, cross their arms, and say no? Like, yeah, that would be, like, in a movie, that'd be the right thing to do. But when you have bills to pay and, like, food to eat...
Ready to road rage, battle with the
Yeah, I do not feel like
all over the city.
game developers have the customer's best interest anymore, and I feel like it's been that way for a long time. And not just in, like, certain, like, it's in almost every subgenre, every size developer. I just really feel like people, like, developers just don't care about the people who play their games anymore. Like, retro games have always been popular, but the amount, especially in racing games, the amount of people making content and actively playing games from 10, 20 years ago boggles my mind. Like, it's genuinely perplexing. Well, it's not. It makes perfect sense, but, like... Yeah, it's not the devs' fault at all. It's the people who make the decisions. It's the CEOs, the COOs, you know what I mean? John Coder has nothing to do with why the new Call of Duty was ass. They did what they were asked, and they probably didn't like it either, which is why there's no, like, soul. Goodbye. Which is unfair because someone who has, like... Who the fuck makes COD now? Like, what studio? Sledgehammer, I guess? Like, Sledgehammer developer. They could... Maybe they just do, like, textures. You know? Like, all they do is they do textures and, like, graphics modeling. People are gonna fucking go on Twitter and go, you piece of shit, the new COD's the worst game ever, fuck you, when it was not their fault. And they're the ones taking all the shit for it. Gaming is very bleak right now. There's still some good games that slip through the cracks, but... I meant to do that. Arrow. Uh-oh. Somebody heard my water was warm. Die! In Minecraft. Die! In Minecraft. Honestly, I think it's like just Nintendo asterisk. Like, Nintendo really seems to be the only one putting out half-decent games. That's not an enemy. But they're not innocent either. Why a used Switch game still costs full price? Why Zelda Breath of the Wild still costs full price? Makes absolutely no sense to me at all. I'm like, you know what? I want to play Breath of the Wild, but I don't need to play it right now. What's up, Devil? Like, I don't need to play it right now today. That's not necessary. I'll wait till it goes on sale. Never did. I was in Best Buy, what, like a couple weeks ago? Breath of the Wild was still $79.99? And what's the new one that just came out? Tears of the Kingdom was like $83? So for $5 more, I can get the brand new game that's brand new and should be full price. It'll go on, yeah, digital, briefly. Fuck me for wanting a case. I did it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still full price. A re-release of a game that was on the Wii U is still full price. You know how nuts that is? You know how, like, much sense that does not make? Everybody who you're gonna milk Mario Kart money from has already bought it. Who is buying Mario Kart 8 on a regular basis at that price? Everybody, apparently. But, like, that hurts my head, dude. There's, like, companies that are trying to be consumer friendly and everyone just will not hear it. And there's companies that are openly, like, crappy to their fans and they just eat it up. Like, Nintendo regularly tries to kill their esports scene all the time. And everyone's like, well, we'll just work through it. How about you stop supporting their products? Like, hit them where it hurts. Like, maybe don't buy the Switch OLED. Maybe don't buy your third GameCube this year.
Ready for some takedown action? Let's road rage.
You know, like, I get it. If they take away the esports, you've already bought the game, right? But, like, oh man, Nintendo's ruining the esports scene again. Like, Smash is dead, and then 2 weeks later, you're nutting about the new fucking anime RPG that's coming out. You wonder why they spit in your face, because you're like, yes, Mr. Nintendo, please continue spitting in my face. Like, I guarantee you, if, like, half Nintendo fans were just like, you know what? No, we're not buying your new stupid bullshit. We're done. That's enough. Nintendo might actually do something. They probably won't, but they might. It's not like the prices of all that shit's gonna get any cheaper anyway, so, like... Eric, yeah. Our local Smash community is a great example of that, and that's where I'm ending that conversation. Yikes. Ender, that is an excellent video. Emp does not miss. Oh, yeah, our local scene was, like, one of, like, particularly bad. Yeah, like... I had to stop talking to a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know any other company that could basically just go, LOL, we hate you, and then 2 weeks later go, new Mario game, and everyone's like, oh! Like... Nintendo actively gets away with murder like 3 times a year. It's exhausting to hear about now. But long, Dennis. True, true. Like, why has the Wii U Virtual Console not made its way to Switch? I know they want you to buy the stupid expansion packs, but like... I have unfortunate news. Long Dennis got piped last night. It was a bloodbath. Oh yeah, we're done Mario Party, by the way. We're done. We played every board on every good Mario Party game. So 1 through 8. I bought Superstars. It needs an update. There's not enough maps. There's like 5. There's not enough boards. But... I don't know what to do, Eric. We're out of new boards. We'd have to start replaying some of the other games. Which, I mean, we can totally do, but... the score limit was 13, by the way. I'm eating people. Oh, you just parked. That's fine. Let's get deep in NHL Arcade. I won the one game when that was fun and then stopped. Tank, what do you mean by this? Yeah, go on. I'm listening.
My most difficult burnout event? Well, I have to admit it. It used to be Stunt Run, but that was when I was new to town. The more time I spent just driving around Paradise, the more ramps, billboards, and other stunt stuff I discovered. Once you get a mental map of how to link this stuff up into one run, you're made. So keep your eyes open, people. DJ Atomica, Crash FM.
Thanks, John Atomica. Oh, wait, hold on. What's cool that's close? Car, there's no reason that it shouldn't have a Mario Party game with every board in it, or like most of the boards in it. They now have the base. Like, there's nothing stopping them from just patching in characters and boards from like the first 6 games. Imagine having Mario Party Ultimate. Like, Nintendo people especially would eat that up. Thank you, game. Appreciate the luck on that one.
The takedown target is set. Let battle commence.
Uh-oh. Chat filters. Man, they made superstars, which implies you can at least get all the boards from the first 3 games, which should be like 15. I see. Okay.
He's pulling his cock out!
Maybe later. That was Seawolf. Yeah. After the evening gombles, I'm gonna reset OBS, and hopefully that works. That fixes it. If not, then whatever. It's just fucked now, I guess. But I'm sure it's just like a close open OBS. It'll be fine. It's very annoying because if someone does like any sort of channel point redeem that like it's not just like a haha meme, I can't see it, and they're gonna think I just ignored them. I don't know if I'd go as far as to call it a restaurant. That's a bit bold. That's a compliment. It's a kitchen. What? Yeah, they wouldn't be able to port the boards over, but like they already started with porting boards from 1, 2, and 3. So even if they just said, hey, we're going to take all the boards from 1, 2, and 3 and put them into superstars, that'd be plenty. But there's only like 1 or 2, I think 2 from 2, 2 from 1, which had the least good boards in the series, and then 1 from 3. I expected at least like 3 from each game. There's no Bowser boards. There's no unlockable boards. That I know of, at least. Double kill. You win, but you're flipping to your doom. Caro. Oh, my shoulder. Come on, big guy. Caro. Yeah, I'm S+ tier. I haven't played F-Zero in a while. Badger Man, like the... Can't believe Badger has got records in this game. Yeah, I just need this one win to go up to, like, S rank, and then you get bonus starred by some doofus who just landed on happenings for 30 turns in a row. What's up, Cherry? That's me, I'm the doofus. I hope you enjoyed your day of giving. Rookie mistake. That ticking you hear is not your tinnitus. The game is having a moment.
You are the marked man. Get ready. You are here. Escape northeast to the waterfront plaza before the drivers chasing you smash up your car. If you get there in one piece, you get a mark on your license.
This thing's beef, dude. I think Dorset Call is a great car for this. Where am I? Okay. No, where's that bottom? I'm not dead, am I? Alright, we're good. Gave him the slip. Uh-oh. Car, they can't even do that. It's modded. It's against TOS. Yeah, French Kiss attack Steve for celebration. Me when I have too many rums.
You are the marked man. Get ready. You are here. Head southwest to the Lone Stallion Ranch, but watch out for the other
Missed opportunity not calling it Ram Ranch.
to get a mark on your license.
Absolute clown behavior. Ow. Well, that backfired. They'll never see this one coming. Or that. Intentional, all part of the plan. I was like initially really impressed with the fact they still like they had that many Ram Ranches. So I thought they were just coming up with different ways to be like, haha, gay. I was like, you know what? It's genuinely impressive. No. The most recent ones are literally just like noises they ripped from gay porn. Or they get really creative in the stew. Like, I don't know, but I listened to like one of the 100s and it was just like dudes moaning for like 3 minutes. Like,
Shout for Krieger Uberschall 8 as you're free burning around Paradise City.
that was about
If
it.
you see it, shut it down to add it to your car.
Oh, yeah, it's an Uber shop. Thank you, Anonymous, with the gift sub to Wanderer.
Just checking out the studio window here, and it looks like there's a race starting on the corner of 7th and Hamilton. No way will that Carson outrun the Rossellini Tempesta. I'm itching to get out there myself, but, you know, who else is going to keep an eye on things for my beloved listeners? DJ Atomica, always there for you on Crash FM.
It might be better if you didn't do that, though, actually. What if you just didn't do that? Have you tried not doing that? What if you didn't do that? Wanderer said, fuck you. I do what I want. Thank you for the gift sub, Wanderer. Thanks for making the timer go up. Me, I'll have the rest of my lasagna tonight. Me, also me. I want those shitty Burgers Priest hot dogs. Aeroteq the Glizzy Goblin. Damn it. That's fine. This is not going to go well, but I'm going for it anyway. Oh, yeah, this is like a playground area. Yeah, there's a restaurant called The Burgers Priest. And they had hot dogs that I ordered the other day, and it was actually pretty good. Ow. I think we were at 20 at some point today. 19 something. Yeah. Christmas every year. My brother's side, my brother's girlfriend's side of the family. No clue. For Christmas. I got no joke, actually. Carl. Why is Ram Rant like it's like One Piece? Just let it die. Let it die in peace. One Piece, in fact. Broadcaster. Yeah, who is, like, keeping up with Ram Ranch content? Like, who is, like, oh, 751, yeah, I can't miss that.
ready to be the marked man. You are here. Head east to the Wildcats baseball stadium, but watch out for the other drivers trying to wreck your car. Survive to get a mark on your license.
Leave me alone. Uh-oh. I should have went to the right. Dang it. Ow.
Opponents in marked man are always heavyweight hunter civilians. If you drive a stronger car, you'll stand a better chance of surviving their slams.
But I'm driving a hunter civilian. See you later, nerds. Da-da-da-da. Don't celebrate yet. You know what? I believe it. But could you bite Long Dennis's dick off? There's a reason they call him Long Dennis. You're gonna need a fork and knife for that. Never change. Up! The snack that smiles back, Dennis. Come on! You can't hurt me up here. Yeah. Thank you, failure. Very cool. Oh my god. Why am I so tired? I had coffee. I ate. It's only like 10 o'clock. Maybe I overslept. Thinking emoji. Dog. Oh, like the guy from Fallout New Vegas. Yeah. I can only have one coffee a day or I'll get a headache. I'm about to get blocked by Cumberland Yard on Twitter because I feel like it. So the people who I don't even know the whole story, but this account is like Happy Thanksgiving from the Cumberland Yard, and it's literally showing a video of them taking the Nashville like fairgrounds racetrack and demolishing it and turning it into a park, and people are like, no, this sucks and you guys suck, like don't do this. And they're like, oh, we're representing the best for racing, and they're like, no, that's not true. And instead of just ignoring it, you know, like every other social media account would, because they only have 72 followers, they are continuously deleting and reposting the post. Yeah, I got blocked. So people like were rightfully like, hey, don't ruin this racetrack, don't ruin this, da 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 da. So they've just been deleting and reposting the post all day. And I guess whoever runs their social media finally figured out that you can set a tweet to only the people that you mentioned can reply, a.k.a. nobody. So nobody replies. So everyone's just quote tweeting it. And I just quote tweeted with LOL cum, and I got blocked in less than a minute. Somebody is awake at 10 o'clock in Nashville, Tennessee, blocking everybody. Like, that's going to do anything. Like, you could still see quote tweets if you have those accounts blocked. Like, somebody at Cumberland Yard is just demonstrating that they got a job as a social media manager and have no idea what they're doing.
You are here. Head north to the country club.
All you really need as a social media manager is to understand how the websites that you work on work. And, gotta tell you, I don't think these people know what they're talking about. Yeah, I literally, like, I was like, I wonder if I do some sort of dumb throwaway comment, will they block me too? So they're called Cumberland Yard, so I just put LOL cum, and they blocked me literally less than a minute. Like, you guys all saw, like, you saw me do that live. I did my quote tweet, read like 5 of them. Oh. Okay, they're gonna push me to the finish. But I did my quote tweet, read like 2 or 3 other ones, and then by the time I went back to check, I was blocked. Like, all you had to do was not bad. Like, they Streisand affected themselves so hard with this post. It's actually comical. All you had to say was nothing. Fuck that limo in particular. Like, drawing attention to it only made it worse. We are absolutely making fun of Cumberland Yard, yes. I'm wearing a hoodie. I got cold.
Survive the drive west to the Crystal Summit Observatory.
But yeah, like, I saw Moonhead tweet, like, hey, I hope your Thanksgiving dinner tastes like shit, directed at them, like, like hours ago. So this has been ongoing for hours, and whoever runs their Twitter account is sitting down, either on their phone or on the computer, at 10 o'clock at night, actively just blocking everybody who interacts with anything that they do. I know this is a Zoomer thing to say, but L plus ratio plus you fell off. It's the Crystal Observatory. Like, that's fucking sad. People are responding to it like, imagine not being able to have a discourse and have a Nah, fuck that, first of all. It's Twitter. If I don't like what you have to say, it's literally my platform, not yours. I don't have to sit here and take shit. I don't owe you a fucking dialogue. I don't owe you a conversation. Fuck you. I don't give a shit. However, at what point do you just, like, sign out of the app and let this blow over? You've taken a non-issue and made it a colossally large issue now. About 2 years, like, before Elon Musk, I would say Twitter was not as bad as other people would have you believe, as long as you, like, stay in your lane and don't go looking for conversations. Like, follow people in your circle and, like, creators you like and that kind of stuff. Like, don't go to trending and look for conversations. That's where the bad people are. But now now the website barely fucking functions on top of all this other shit. Yeah, so, like, this whole Cumberland Yard thing would have been a non-issue, but now because they keep deleting and reposting and deleting and reposting and deleting and reposting this page, and they turn replies off before, so I think if there's just too many quote tweets, they delete. Oh, and another fun fact, if you block too many people, hold on. One second, I'm tweeting it out before I tell you, because I want to formulate the thought properly. So I tagged him in it. I know I'm blocked, but, like, I tagged him in it because I thought it'd be funny. So if you block too many accounts on Twitter too soon, Twitter flags that as suspicious activity and shadow bans you. So obviously they can't just straight up ban you for that. Oh, I'm dead. Am I dead? I'm very dead. Goodbye. So they won't actually be banned, but their tweets will no longer be published to their followers. If they respond to a tweet, the person, like, nobody will get a notification, nobody will see it. They are actively just destroying their account right now. So whoever they hired, I don't ever think that, like, I used to say this all the time, and I'm sure I still do every once in a while. I don't like saying, hey, whoever did this should lose their job. That's yucky. I don't like that anymore. That is, we'll call that personal growth, or just now I know better. But I actively think whoever told Cumberland Yard, unless it's just like some dude, like if they hired someone to run that Twitter account, they lied on their resume. Because even after they block all these accounts and this whole thing blows over, they've destroyed their account. Like, that account is, they need to delete it and make a new one. That's the only solution now. Because people are just like, they're going to wonder why no one interacts with their posts at all anymore. Like, even the couple of people that usually liked their stuff. Sub only, so I can access it. Oh yeah, Twitter's goofy now. I forgot. You have to be logged in to view a profile now. Because that makes sense. Thank you, Tank Catapult. So yeah, TLDR, Cumberland Yard just destroyed their entire, like, presence on Twitter. Like, just delete your fucking account. If that's what you're gonna do, like, just delete your account. Like, this is so stupid. It's very funny. Seeing boomer mentality people struggle with technology always makes me chuckle. Cumberland Yard. TLDR, I think they're either bought or they're looking to buy Nashville Fairground Speedway, tear it down, and turn it into like a park. And obviously the race car people are not happy about that. Because they're like, well, you've destroyed enough of our race car places. Please do not do this. And instead of like doing what every other land development company does and just saying nothing, they keep deleting and reposting the tweet with the graphic in it. So people just start clowning on them now, which is like, you've kind of done this to yourself. So, like, too many people responded with, like, negative takes, so they deleted it and reposted it, and apparently this has been going on for hours. And then they figured out how to, like, prevent replies. But now there's so many people quote tweeting it with, like, haha boner. That... they delete and repost it, and now they're blocking anybody who interacts with them. But, again, if you do that, your account gets shadow banned. So even the people who are like, this is a great idea, I love this, if they respond, thanks, the person, you won't get the notification, you won't see the reply, you have to unhide it, actually. You know, like, when you go, you see, like, a big list of replies, and then, like, it's like show hidden replies, and it's a bunch of, like, first name bunch numbers, like, reply guy tweets of, like, just random nonsense. That's what they turn their account into. It's an owl reply guy account because they're shadow banned. So unless you search them, and if they keep going, they're going to be banned from, oh, goodbye. If they keep going, they're going to get Cumberland Yard banned from Twitter search. So if you search Cumberland Yard on Twitter, it's not going to show up unless you go to twitter.com/@CumberlandYard. I have enough sex worker friends to kind of know how this works. Also, like, I'm just a Twitter user? Oh, I'm in the air. I can't make that joke anymore. Cara, like, literally all they needed to do was, like, if they wanted to do a Thanksgiving tweet, I thought they made, like, a special graphic. They didn't. They just repost the same graphic over and over again. But even if they wanted to make a tweet today, which they should have just not done, all they had to do was make the initial one and then just ignore the replies. But now because they're blocking people, again, it's Twitter. You have every right to do that. People are like, oh, you're blocking us without a conversation? Nah, it's Twitter, bro. You don't fucking know anybody anything. Whether you're a corporation or not, it doesn't matter. I don't like what you have to say, I will literally block you. This is not a public forum. It's a fucking website that you chose to sign up and make an account to. I don't know you anything. Fuck off. Fuck that. That mentality sucks. Like, I'm also entitled to think you're a loser for blocking me without talking to me, but, like, you're allowed to do that. But they've actively ruined their company by doing that now, at least on Twitter. They've actively destroyed their social media presence by doing what they did today. Like, long term. The only way to solve this problem is that they delete and make their account again. And then they'll have to block everybody they just blocked all over again. And then the cycle will repeat. But they won't get that far because they won't notice. TLDR, boomers learning how the internet work. Very funny. I'm not explaining it again. If you missed it, sucks. I love you, Gabe. That was my 3rd time explaining it in a row. Yeah, if anybody else wants to take this one, go for it. Dude, I retweeted their post with LOL cum and they blocked me. Like, to be fair, that's kind of a thing to get blocked by. But, like I said, they just actively made it worse. They instead of just, like, letting people clown on them for, like, an hour or two and then getting over it, or a day, they have totally destroyed their Twitter account permanently. Like, even after this whole thing blows over and they go back to making normal tweets, like, their followers won't see it. Nobody will see any interaction. It's over. Like, they killed their whole account by doing this. Very funny. Yeah, if anyone from chat wants to fill Gabe in, go for it. My throat hurts. Yeah, what Taco said. They're Streisanding affecting themselves into a total meltdown now. No, Mitch, I know you don't have a Twitter, so you can't see the graphic that they've been posting. But the graphic, they literally is like a time lapse of them bulldozing the track and turning it into, it looks like a park with housing on it, like condos. Yeah, in Nashville, I'm good. Yeah, so they don't care about us. Politicians just want legacies. They don't actually care about helping people. They just want to go back when they're retired and go, I did that. Look what I did. Oh, I think they deleted and reposted it again. Because a couple people are like, I don't even see the post you're talking about anymore. Yep. Well, no, that's the same one. It's the post got 1 like from Low Boostani. Shout out to Low Boostani. Little did they know, I've got like 4 Twitter accounts. Got my VR one. I got access to the Team Rick one. Blocking people on Twitter like actually does nothing when you think about it. Not hard to make a second account now.
Survive the drive northeast to the Coast Guard HQ.
Man, I'll give Burnout that. There's a lot of goddamn events in this game. There's a lot to do. Wee. TLDR. So to be fair, I just Googled it because one of my buddies, who's probably now also blocked by Cumberland Yard, responded, was like, where have you heard of this? And I've definitely seen it, but then I tried to find like some sort of article or something on Google to back it up, and I couldn't find anything. So maybe I am full of shit. But I'm sure I've seen it before. New car unlocked. The actual shrub. Help me. Oh, yeah, I'll just reverse out of here. Hold on, that'll solve the problem. Oh, we're free. Everything's fine. Nothing weird happening here. Oh. Well, that's just not nice. I've won, but at what cost? Oh, goodbye. Yeah, it's like LT to reverse. I'm like, okay, idiot. Like, who do you think is just going to pop me out of the... Oh. I apologize. All right, I'm going to get under 50 wins and then probably call it a night on Burnout at least. I just wanted to get some progress in. We haven't played this game really. I played for an hour, I think, since the streamathon started. I'm not saying we're going to play it every day, but...
Beat the takedown target for the win.
The S and LS stands for shrub. Buffoons, all of you. Yeah, I've had like friends on my other account with like art accounts and stuff. Like not lewd. What? Car in a China shop. Oh, cool. Like they don't post anything lewd or whatever. At least they claim to. So maybe I'm wrong, but. And they're like, oh yeah, I know. I just like something happened and I went and blocked a bunch of people one day, and all of a sudden all my posts aren't showing up anymore. And, like, they would reply to me, like, posts that I would make, and I wouldn't see it. Like, I'd have to open the tweet, show the replies, and then show their reply. Like, if you block people, like, a regular rate, I think you're fine. It's, like several, like... I swear to God, like, trolls, like bot accounts don't even try anymore. Hello, great streamer. I'm Honey Mad, even though your name's Mindy Kyle. Yep, you're correct. One of the big streamer on this Twitch. I noticed something on your channel that make you don't have more engagement. Would be great opportunity to discuss the issue in more detail and to come up with solution together. Would you be willing to chat with me on Discord? This is my Discord username, which also does not match the username that which you used. You know what you could do? Suck my fat nuts. Goodbye. Carl, what did you just do? That is a real website. Chad, I believe in one conspiracy theory on this earth. One singular one. It might be because it's factual, but I believe in one conspiracy theory. Spam emails are written poorly on purpose. It is 2023. You can literally Google Translate from any language and get something that is more legible than that is. Right? Like, it's not 2008 anymore. You can put a whole sentence into Google Translate or a whole paragraph into Google Translate and get something that is closer to English than all these spam posts. Right? So the conspiracy is that if somebody ever responds or replies to any of these spam messages, that they are probably going to be dumb enough to fall for the scam. So they're written poorly on purpose, kind of as a vetting system. Good night, failure. Have a great night, dude. See you tomorrow. And at this point, probably the day after that. Ow. Yeah. I needed this today. This was a good game choice. I think it's been like 3 hours. Oh! Big Rick! Trouble! Oh, hold on. That was a worm, of course. Probably more so. You do weird little worm things. Need to crush something. I just wanted to play something like idly. And I think Burnout's a great game for that. At least Paradise is. We're like, oh, I don't know, I'll get some events done and like do some stuff. I might get silly and order some Chinese. I said succulent Chinese meal earlier, and I've been thinking about chicken balls ever since. Stop it. Like, I love, I'm just like, I've got the thing. I'm just trying to accomplish, like, goals now. Like, oh, I see a bunch of gates I haven't smashed yet. And all my friends are following me around like, hey, we want to come too. And they just keep causing chaos. Oh, no, I fears I've crashed. Yeah, one more and I'm going to jump off. Well, I'm going to be streaming, obviously, but... one more, and I'm gonna get out of this chair. That's almost 11. We're getting there.
Okay, DJ Atomica Crash FM. I'm getting showtime scores from all over the city, and there are some big ones, folks. Let me remind you that you gotta hit big vehicles to score big. So be sure to catch
trophy
that
dudes.
bus if you want to rule the road.
Oh, it's on the fucking highway, isn't it? Okay, well. I just drove into a stationary object. Why am I so tired?
Ready for some rough stuff? Hit that takedown.
God, am I? I'm surprised that didn't work. That did. I love how like the sounds of like car crashes in this game sound like bombs going off. Unironically sick. Like unironically fantastic. Oops. I mean, we're still Saturn. We're still unlocking cars. Yeah, there's an LMP car driving around. I just have 50 events to get done, so that's kind of what I focused the bulk of my time on today. Or how many was it? Like 70 something when we started? Because once all those events are done, then I have to do all the side content, and that's going to take a lot of time. Of like all the billboards, the burning routes, well, the burning routes we've been doing, but all the billboards, the burning routes, the road rules, the stunt jumps. Like, all the unlockables and all the bonus stuff and, like, all the collectibles, if you will, is going to take a long time. So I'm just trying to get all the events done. Because while we're in like free roam mode, we're gonna come across all these cars we need to hit anyway. Squish! Oh. Bye-bye, police! I'm absolutely doing Big Surf Island. I'm saving that till last. I'm doing the base game first. I'm feeling frisky. Whoa. What's up, Frankie? Everyone put Frankie's stream. My name is Zero. We are just getting to the end of a little bit of Burnout Paradise tonight, but obviously I'm not going anywhere. It is day... Gosh, what day is it? Day 47 of our streamathon? That will never end, ever. If you want to drop a follow and hang around, I would appreciate it. If not, thanks for supporting Frankie. Go follow Frankie or I'll poop on the floor and blame it on you. It'll be a lactate-free poop, so like a really serious poop. I go this way, okay. Maybe not. I'm continuing our Let's Play of Burnout Paradise, 100%. I think we have about 50 events left to go. I think we had like 70-something to start the day, so we did okay. I'm about to jump off and go do literally anything else. I'm so tired, I don't know why. Well, if you're already following, then your flow is okay. For now, you're safe. For now. Oh, nope. 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 I want that gate. I want to get that gate. Oh, everyone somehow turned around much quicker than me. Okay. Oh, we already... Shit. I thought I didn't have that gate yet. I definitely did have that gate. Didn't have that one behind us, though. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. We're good. Yeah, that was a 259 out of 400. No, we're not doing too bad. I haven't like sat around and like looked for those yet, so like we're doing okay. How do I get to that billboard? Sir, I'm gonna ask that you please leave me alone. Thank you. Oh, maybe. Well, that's lame. Yeah, there we go. That's all the events I wanted to do today. Good shift. Come yar. I can't believe Tank's been blocked by the gay pirates. Penis was a good guess, though. Shit. I went to do a burnout to like launch my way up there. That's not what I wanted. Stop driving! No! I hope this is an event I haven't done before. Yeah, what I was trying to do is I can't even see it anymore, so. Team kill. Betrayal. Has somebody paid the Halo announcing guy to say they put the Master Chief in the soda on Fiverr yet? If not, I know a guy who's coming to some money who might find that funny. Or even better, the guy who voices Master Chief. Cortana. They put me in the soda, Cortana. I'm drowning, Cortana. I can't get out. Chief, what do you mean? I'm stuck in the soda, Cortana. Didn't even see if that put a point on my license. Was not paying attention. Caro, you can pay the actual voice actor to do that now. Cameo is indeed a website. Why get somebody who does a good impression when you can get the person who actually does it? Where's the little path on there? There's a little path on the right here. Oh, right there. No? What? I swear it was like right here. Okay, well, maybe I'm just crazy. I thought I saw like a really easy, sneaky path on the... Maybe it was this jump. Uh-oh. Please make it. I went swimming. I did not want to swim. Wait a minute. Parking garage.
Word on
Oh, I've already been here.
Somebody's been trying stunt run challenges. Somebody telling me needs to go for score multipliers to win big. Nail some billboards for me, pal.
You got it. Guy on the radio. It's fine. Everything's fine. Wait, I was kidding. Oh, I'm swim. I've showered, Mitchell. Why is this car freaking you out? What do you mean by this? Did you make pizza pops and forget? There we go. All right. 63%. Just over 1,000 miles driven. We're getting there on the cars. We got 3 to find out in the wild. Halfway through the jumps. Just over halfway through the billboards. More than halfway through on the smashes, and we almost have all the events found too. Until next time.